Another huge announcement when it comes to space and life. Saturn's icy moon, Enceladus, is looking better and better as the spot for finding alien life, so to speak, in our solar system. Out of all the places they've talked about here in the past couple months, there's been, talk of Mars having water, an ancient ocean that has disappeared, and that all remains a mystery, but also these other moons around Jupiter, Saturn, that have ice and shells of ice, and they believe underneath could very well have life. You look at Titan, for example. Well, now we have Enceladus here. They're saying sits up there as the best spot. So they're saying this is the number one spot, and the reason being is that there's a chemical reaction that is freeing up energy that could potentially support a biosphere. And they've seen that this has occurred. And perhaps it's still occurring. So what they're admitting here is that if that biosphere had occurred, that it did have life there. And that if they're still seeing the same signs, chances are is that it's still going on. Some form, some fashion, deep within the salty subsurface ocean of Enceladus. Now, this newest determination comes less than 2 months after a different research team announced that active hydrothermal vents likely exist on the sea floor, similar to those that gave rise to some of the first life forms we see here on Earth, and unique life forms that you find down there that only thrive in those conditions. Now, looking at the geysers here ejecting out of the southern pole, they're saying that this energy, all these particles being ejected out, are showing proof that there's something going on here. So every time they release new information pertaining to this moon, pertaining to the potential for life, they just keep hinting more and more and more that Enceladus here has all the ingredients that actually this biosphere had occurred, and that if it's still going on, well, they expect some form of life to be there. But that's the latest. I'll leave a link with more information. And remember, when we're talking about life, we're talking about very small, different kind of life. You never know what you're going to find. You never know what you're going to find in the depths of the ocean here on Earth, much less another body out there in space. But interesting information. I'll leave a link to space.com. It's been Dabu7. Peace.